The latest federal budget has been described as both being compassionate and making an effort towards repairing the social contract, but also unambitious and lacking the longer-term solutions and structural reforms that we need to address economic prosperity. Now, beneath all the headlines, I still think there's a couple of interesting moves and initiatives that we can unpack that relate to our work at the Centre for Social Impact. One of the wins, I think, was having a dedicated women's budget statement. So this was a gender lens being placed over the entire budget and all initiatives. As part of that, we saw the focus on improving the gender pay gap in the care economy, and especially a wage rise for aged care workers. Now, also part of these efforts, and buried in the budget papers, was that increased effort to improve reporting on the gender pay gap. That's going to be coming at us in 2024, where we see organisations and workplaces with 100 or more employees having to publicly report on their gender pay gaps. For me, this is an important part of that conversation on unpacking and thinking about a business's social licence to operate. Second, I thought it was very encouraging that we saw the focus on the housing crisis, necessarily so. And this was all facets of the housing crisis, in particular increasing the supply of social and affordable housing. For me, this speaks to that idea of we are taking more seriously that right to housing as a human right and putting in the effort to breaking cycles of disadvantage that come with being homeless and not having adequate housing. And third, we saw a commitment from the federal government to explore and exploit the potential of sustainable finance and impact investing, which was very welcome news to us at the Centre for Social Impact. We saw a commitment of $100 million to an outcomes fund to explore opportunities for blended finance, where we get the mixture of public and private financing to address some of our most complex challenges. And amongst those budget papers, we also saw an $11 million commitment to building the capacity of social enterprises. Now, these are enterprises that are pursuing both financial and social returns, and this type of funding goes towards building their capacity, their ability to become investor ready, and to scale their impact.